gonna get to the anonymous letter. Black Pearl, what you got for us?
All right, guys. I have been with my husband for 6 years and I love him dearly. One of the things
6 years.
that bonded us was our mutual beliefs of the family structure and roles. This was very important to him and how our marriage would work. We agreed that I would be the domestic engineer of our home and he would take care of the major decisions as well as all the finances. I never asked questions, and if he felt we didn't need something, I would accept the decision. This motivated me to make sure our kids and home were always a place of peace and order. Even when his long hours away bothered me, I would get over it because I knew he was doing what needed to be done for our family. Last month, when the kids and I came home from an afternoon out, I found a letter on our home. Normally, I wouldn't open things sent to the house, but this was addressed to the both of us. When I opened it, the letter inside said that we were behind on our rental payment. I immediately went into mental defense on behalf of my husband, not my hardworking man. It definitely had to be an error. When my husband came home, I gave him the letter and waited for him to react. He told me he would take care of it and didn't go any deeper about it. Though that was usually enough for me, this time for some reason it wasn't. The next day I went to the rental office and management told me we were 5 months behind on rent. 2 months were half payments. I was floored because I certainly remember many recent purchases my husband made. We talked later that evening. He was upset because I went to the office, but I told him he had been go but he told me, sorry, he had been going through a lot lately and things fell behind. He again told me he would take care of it and told me that things would fall apart if I started asking all these questions in our marriage. I don't know what to do. I am not ready to work outside my home and turn against my husband, leader of our home.
Okay, so this is a
Well,
financial thing. Like the money ain't right. The coins, like y'all like to say, the coins ain't coming in right. Um, I'm gonna
Read
let
it still.
Ro, because Ro, she got the Malcolm X pose, like she been thinking like so I'm gonna let you go ahead on and share your thoughts.
This letter is loaded.
it
It's,
is.
it's, it's it's loaded. Um, first point that first point is I respect the fact that that she honors her husband as the head of the household first and foremost. I think that's how things should be. I respect her decision with regards to allowing him to be the financial gatekeeper. Okay, and she's the domestic well,
Engineer. I like
engineer.
that.
Yeah, that was creative.
Okay.
Um, so here's the issue. I heard 5 months behind,
Five, girl.
two partial payments.
Yeah.
But in the midst of all of this, I heard he was buying some things. So my concern is, sir, exactly what you doing with your money and who you spending it on, because clearly you're not spending it on the family. So whose family are you spending it on? Is there a second
Wow,
wife out there?
you went straight there, girl.
Yeah, something else is going on here. So that's it. This thing is loaded. That's all I got to say. This thing is loaded. It's some undercover, under the sheets, behind some closed
I gotta be
doors.
under the sheets, bro. I gotta be under the sheets, bro.
It's some stuff.
Look at my look at my cash. Look, y'all
It's
always want to take it there. We talking about sheets and things already.
it's
Let's
it's some stuff going on. Yeah,
Well,
right.
here's my view about it. Okay, I agree with you. The letter's loaded. The number one loaded portion of it is he's not being a leader. He's being a boss. Okay, meaning you want to control everything. You want to do everything. Leadership doesn't mean we don't communicate. Leadership doesn't mean you leave me out of stuff, right? Leadership means you just kind of, come on, let's go this way, or this makes sense. To me, it sounds like there's a communication issue there. Because why'd I have to wait to find a letter for you to go? I've been going through a lot of stuff. Boy, you should have been telling me you was going through a lot of stuff before. So, and then being upset that I went to find out more information, I am now in the dark. So I have to, it's this mentality of I'm a ride or die. And where we riding to? Where we going? And why do I gotta die? Should be the mentality. And I just feel like leadership does not mean it's like a subtraction of communication. So there's a bigger problem there. I don't know if it's between the sheets, but there's a bigger problem there. So.
She's gonna be in a cardboard box with Tyrone from Living Color.
Hold that thought. We did.
Sorry.
Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. We lost our guest, but we got a surprise guest coming in. Excuse me. That's my fault. This person isn't even a guest anymore. This is an honorary member of the Good Guy Experience. Everybody, please welcome Shantae back to the panel. Everybody, Shantae, welcome to the panel. Thank you for this nice surprise, Shantae. We just read a letter.
Okay.
I'm going to let one of the ladies, give you the rundown of the letter.
Okay.
So you can be up to speed. So,
since it's Black Pearl's letter, I guess it's me, right? All right. So we have a young lady who has labeled herself a domestic engineer, and meaning she's a stay-at-home mom. And her husband takes care of all of the finances. She doesn't ask him any questions. And this is something that bonded them when they were together. However, when she came home, she found a letter that she usually would not open, but it was addressed to the both of them, stating that they were 5 months behind on rent. 2 months were, yes, honey, 2 months was a half payment, right? Which explains how they made it to 5 months, but that's not the point right now. She spoke to her husband. Her husband said, don't worry, I got it. She was not satisfied with that answer, went to the rental office, and that's where she found out about the late payments. When she went and confronted him about that, he was upset that she went behind his back and did that. However, he said he was going through a lot of things. And right now she doesn't know what to do because she does not want to go to work, which is already a red flag. And she doesn't know if she should continue to follow him. So Rose said something's going on. Something's happening under the sheets. Where's your money going to? You're not taking care of our family. I said the problem is bigger than that. It sounds like he's trying to be a boss because there's a lack of communication, and being a leader doesn't mean you don't tell me what's going on. And this notion of ride or die makes me always ask where we ride into and why I gotta die if I'm coming with you. Then you popped on.
And Black Pearl, her husband, Shantae, her husband said if she keeps asking questions, we're gonna have some problems.
We're gonna have some problems.
Problems.
See.
Go ahead, Sean.
Can I ask the question, ladies, without y'all jumping on? And so, I always got to ask the question because I noticed in that letter when you reiterated everything, I did notice that she said she doesn't want to work. Now, you said she doesn't want to work. Now, that is a big key factor. Did he say, I don't want you to work, or is she saying I refuse to work? Because if she's saying I refuse to work, baby, take care of me. Does that give him the right to say, well, look, I'm going to handle things the way I want to handle them. I'm going to go and buy what I need to buy, and I will take care of things. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
None of that is an issue. Leadership does not mean it's a boss. We are still partners. You're just leading the way. You're saying, I'm going to carry this, and this is your role. Now, I think she doesn't want to work because she made sure she said, I'm not ready to work.
Like, why you don't want to work, sis? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, and my thing is, it's a fail already. Let me tell you why it's a fail. You're telling me you see that your household, these children that you're focusing on, may be out of a home and nothing in you instinctively said, let me go out there and run this thing. You could go back to being a domestic engineer, but right now, maybe your husband didn't open his mouth to say that he was having an issue because he don't feel that you are reliable.
And if
I don't trust you to be there for me. You trust me to be there for you blindly. I don't. That's what I'm getting from it, but that's just me. Y'all are married. What do you think?
So I think this is a example of poor leadership. It's obviously it's not nothing hidden about that. I think that 5 months behind. Come on, bro. Come on. Like at some point you gotta. Hey, I might have tapped you on the shoulder. Hey, we got problems going on. We're struggling. There's nothing wrong with leading financially. Right. A lot of people do that. There's a leader financially that pays bills. Somebody else kind of doesn't worry about it as much, but the bills are getting paid though. Everything's getting handled. In that case, everything's rolling, everything's smooth, cool. But if it's not going smooth, you gotta have a family meeting.